Welcome to Let's Do Yoga with Joanne, and I'm Joanne. Today we're going to take a look at the simple but powerful pose Uttanasana, forward fold. It looks like such a simple pose that you kind of think to yourself, are you even getting anything out of it? But yes, you are. So we'll have a look at that today, along with a flow. We'll see if we can't utilize that forward fold in an actual flow. All right, so a reminder today that if you ever find yourself in a pose that is causing pain, then just back out of it to that spot where your body was working, but it wasn't in pain. That's where you want to do your yoga exercises. We'll begin with ordinary, sometimes forgotten parts of our body, like the ankle and the wrists. So I'm going to try and rotate the ankle while I rotate the wrists. This is like one of those rub your tummy, rub the top of your head things. We'll see how well we do. Now, that was the easy part. Can you do that backwards? So the ankle goes the other direction and the hands. So just trying to get some ankle and wrist movement. Okay, and then we'll just cross and go again on the other side. So some wrist and ankle. There we go. Got it. I know you're gonna laugh, but I actually had to practice this a little bit before I put the camera on. And then the other direction. And I'm still having trouble. Oh my. Okay, I think I've got it. Good. And then we'll just sit back a little bit into the chair. Not too much. You want the back to still be able to be straight, and just move the left ear towards the left shoulder. When you think you've got it where you don't want to go any farther, or you can't go any farther, then bring that arm out to the side, not straight down, but a bit to the side. Turn the palm up. You see how that straightens your back? So you're like this and you're kind of leaning forward, but when you try and straighten that palm, that straightens up your back. So you have a nice tall spine now. So have that hand at a 45-degree angle and inhale. Exhale. Bring it to shoulder height. Inhale. Exhale. Midpoint between shoulder and straight up and down. Inhale. Exhale. And then all the way up and over the head. Inhale. Exhale. Nice and slow. Bring that all the way back down. When it's down, then bring your head up. And we'll just do the other side. So now the right ear is reaching for the right shoulder. Of course, it shows opposite on the video. I say right, you think I'm doing it left. So you have to decide if you're going to do the way you see it or the way you hear it. So my palm is facing upward, and that straightened up and lengthened my spine. And inhale. Exhale. Then I'm going to take it at about 45 degrees. Inhale. Exhale. Shoulder height. Inhale. Exhale. Oh, got to focus. I'm moving my head. I need to have the right ear reaching for the right shoulder. Midpoint between shoulder and straight up and down. Inhale. Exhale. And then all the way up and over. Inhale. And exhale. Let's bring that slowly down and bring the head up. Knees far apart. And hands on the knees. You're going to need your elbow and shoulder movement. So we'll start by bending forward, dropping the left shoulder in, lifting the right shoulder up, and then actually traveling to the right side to get over that right knee. Then lift yourself up. Come as far back as you can, looking up. Don't overcrank the neck, just looking up. And then coming over the right knee, which automatically brings that right shoulder towards the center. So if you lean forward, you can drop that right shoulder into the center and down. Leaning all the way forward and down. Oh, this is what your forward fold is going to feel like later. A little bit like this. Drop the left shoulder in. Come over to the right side as we do this full rotation once more in this direction. And then coming all the way back and looking up. Coming over the left knee. Dropping that right shoulder in and looking forward. So let's go the other direction. Now you want to try and drop the right shoulder in and bring the left shoulder up and back. Come over that left knee. And then lean back and look up. Coming over the right knee. Bringing the left shoulder down and the right shoulder up. And then across to the left knee, which drops your right shoulder, lifts your left shoulder. Coming right over that left knee as best you can. And then leaning back and looking up. As we finish off this last rotation over the right knee. And then coming all the way down. Let your head relax and come on up. Okay, so let's get right into that forward fold. So the forward fold, you can use your chair, or maybe you don't need your chair. If you are using your chair, your forward fold will have your hands on the chair or maybe on the chair legs. So if your hips, knees, and ankles are all in line and you're nice and straight, so you take a deep breath in and straighten that spine. Bending forward from the hips. Okay, so we're not collapsing the back, we're keeping that back nice and straight. And I would recommend putting a slight bend in those knees as well and reaching for the chair. Now, if that feels fine for you, then go ahead and see if you can get farther. Do you see how I've kept my knees bent for this first one? And let's do this piece by piece. So your feet are about a fist width or maybe two apart, whatever makes you feel more stable. Your knees are directly over the ankles. And you begin to straighten those knees. And once they're fairly straight but not locked, there's a bit of a micro bend in them. Or if you need to keep them bent, you do. Okay. Now, your back is being pulled forward by the weight of your head. And that's all about gravity right there. So can you feel the stretch in the back of your leg? So that all of that is getting stretched and strengthened. And then your spine is also getting some real length, space between the vertebrae, some relief from that constant, the weight of your head and the constant compaction of the spine and the vertebrae. Now it's being stretched out. Relax your neck and shoulders. That's where we carry our tension, so just relax that. Let your head get really heavy. And then relax your arms in front. Let them get really long, really, really long. And then when they are long, go ahead and actually reach for the floor or for whatever you're after. So that by reaching, you're also extending the shoulders, really lengthening the muscles in the arms. So basically in a forward fold, every muscle is pretty much being lengthened and stretched and flexed and therefore strengthened. It's great for the lower back, for stretching out the spine, Upside down poses are great for the prevention of dementia and Alzheimer's, just by virtue of the blood flow to the brain. And it feels really good too to be in a forward fold. So, like, what's not to like about this pose? It's great. Okay, now slowly lift yourself up, really slowly. Think about every vertebrae now starting to click into place. Shoulders back and down. Okay, let's put that into a flow. And there's a lot of pieces to this flow, and we visit that whole forward fold quite a few times. So let's see how it works. Let's hold each pose just for 2 breaths. That way you get more of a flow feel. Instead of traditionally we hold them for about 3 breaths. Let's do it for 2. Beginning with tall mountain, arms out to the side, hands all the way up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, hands along the side, all the way down as you come to your forward fold. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, half forward fold. So half forward fold is where you straighten that spine and you're touching your shins or your calves, or your hands are straight. Exhale, inhale. Exhale back into that forward fold. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, arms all the way out to the side as you come into tall mountain. Exhale, clasp your hands together. Inhale, and exhale to the right for palm tree. I'm going to face you because I don't need the chair, and then you can see all the moves. Inhale, exhale. Inhale tall, exhale to the left. Inhale, exhale. Inhale tall, take the arms wide and the feet wide. Now, really stretch everything out. So this isn't a pose that you're just holding slackly and taking a break, but you're actually trying to pull those wrists and arms apart, really trying to get some stretch in the spine and getting those legs to stretch out the calves. And then just come back into tall mountain. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. This one's 1-to-1 breath. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. And then from here we take warrior 1. So we're back into the 2 breaths. Go ahead and focus on getting warrior 1. The right foot comes forward, bend that knee. The left leg stays straight, and the back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Bring those arms down to your sides, to your hips, and then if you're facing your chair, have your hips parallel to the chair. So you want your hips facing forward, okay? That the left hip is not behind the right, but that both are facing forward at the same level, the same distance, okay? All right, then the hands, if you have lower back pain, tuck that tailbone, suck in the belly. And if you have lower back pain, bring your hands straight forward and just stop there. The rest of us can bring those arms up, and we can even look up. And inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale into a modified runner's lunge. So if you're facing your chair, a modified runner's lunge is that your hands simply come to the chair leg, but you come up on your toes from warrior 1. So you were here. This is how you were, right? But now you're bringing your hands down, coming up on your toes and stretching into that heel. So you're trying to reach for the ground with that heel. If you really want to do runner's lunge, you can come all the way back and reach for the floor. But in this case, I'm thinking you can get a pretty good stretch in the heel without doing that. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and come on back up to warrior one, and I'll face you again so you can see what I'm doing. Remember to tuck the tail and suck in the belly, and inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. The hands come down as you reach for wide legs, and your hands come on your knees, and we repeat that exercise that we did while we were seated. So this time, instead of being sitting in the chair, you're going to have your legs apart, your knees are bent, and you dip that left shoulder into the center. Come over the right knee. Come all the way up as tall as you can get. Come over the left knee. Dip your right shoulder into the center, and your left knee comes up, left shoulder comes up and behind. Down in the center, your head comes all the way down. One more rotation of this on this side. Left shoulder, right shoulder back. Over the right knee, all the way up. Left knee, right shoulder to the center, and straight down. Other side. Right shoulder to the center, left shoulder up, over the left knee. Come all the way up. Come over the right leg, right knee. Dip that left shoulder in the center. The right shoulder comes up and back. Flow through to the left knee. By now your right shoulder has dipped. Up and back. One more rotation over the right knee. Or not rotation, we're done with this second rotation, and come to the center. Okay, coming back up into star. Reach for it. Come into palm tree, so your feet come together, hands clasped, reach for the right. Center, reach for the left. Tall mountain, and forward fold. Now we have to do all of that on the other side. So come back to standing. Just want to make sure you can see me here. And we begin with tall mountain. Forward fold. Half forward fold. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Clasp those hands together. Inhale. You can take your feet a little bit apart just for palm tree. And exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, center. And we come into star. So stretch those arms way out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So now we'll do that flow where the forward fold is in, breath to breath, like we did before. So come into tall mountain. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, all the way forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. And here you're going to take warrior one with the left foot coming forward this time. So the left foot comes forward, the right foot comes back. Get those hips parallel to the front so that the right hip is not farther back. You want to bring that right hip forward. Then tuck the tailbone, suck in the belly, hands forward if you have lower back issues. Otherwise, hands all the way up. And inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Come down into your modified runner's lunge. So I'm pretending I have a chair here and I'm just pressing that back heel. So I took my back foot off the floor, went onto my toes, and I'm reaching my heel towards the floor to really stretch out the back of that leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Really, there's a chair here. It's just in your imagination. Exhale. Coming into the wide-legged forward fold, only this time, this is what we did last time, right? The same as a chair. This time, we're going to take our hands behind our backs. Sorry, legs stay straight. Sorry. And clasping our hands, take a nice deep breath in, straighten the spine. So we're not slumping forward. We're keeping the spine straight and coming down and lifting those arms up. Now, if you're in front of your chair, you can use your chair to spot you. So you can be reaching for it with your head or not coming quite as far down. Maybe your hands are not clasped, but they're behind you and open. Whatever, wherever you are. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Coming up and star. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your feet together. Do tall mountain. Hands together in prayer through heart center. Okay, so there's actually a lot in those forward folds and star and palm tree. They look so simple. They look like, oh yeah, that's not much exercise. But if you do them right, like I can feel my legs. So I know that I really used my legs the best that I could, and I feel tall in my spine. So I know that I really tried to stretch that out. Okay, facing your chair back. You saw I turned my chair around while I was gabbing. So facing your chair back, and actually maybe I'll put the right hand on the chair is what I'm going to do. And I'm just making really big circles with my arm. That's all I'm doing. Nothing fancy. So I'm bringing that arm all the way forward. But what I'm trying not to do is do this. I'm trying to keep my body, my hips straight forward and my shoulders straight forward. So that's why my chair is exactly to the side of me. So fighting that impulse to go like this when I do my big circle. So you just take your circle as best you can. And at some point, if you have shoulder issues or if you have any issues like that, you're going to find that there's a spot you might not be able to go to. And when I first began, mine was kind of out to the side because I couldn't get my shoulder up. But now I can after, doing this for a while. So getting my arm straight up, bringing it as far back as I can, trying not to throw away my posture, and down. And I'll do one more, all the way up, and back, and down. And third time, I'm just doing it nice and slow movement, constant movement, not stopping it anywhere, just keeping that shoulder joint moving. Okay, and then I'm just going to switch to the other side so you can see me do that. Again, keeping the hips and the shoulders facing forward. My right arm straight forward and up and back. Ooh, and down and forward and up and back. I see I'm really going to have to stretch so I don't hit that thing. And down and up and back and down. Okay, let's have a seat. We'll just do pressure cooker here. So we have the hands on the outsides of the knees. First of all, open up the knees. And this is actually a bit of a difficult exercise. And with our hands, it's an isometric. With our hands, we push this way. And with our knees, we push that way. And we do that for 3 breaths. And you'll be tired at the end. And begin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Okay, let's just do a stretch here. So the right hand comes straight up and drops behind me. And my left hand is just going to come to that elbow. And without getting a crink in your neck, trying to keep your head fairly straight, can you stretch out that tricep there? Just hold it for a bit. And release. Arms to shoulder height. And I've got that thing behind me, but I want to do my twist today. Shoulder height arms. Inhale tall. Exhale right. Inhale tall. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. This time the left arm comes straight up and bends. The right hand comes to that left elbow, and I'm just applying a little bit of pressure, trying to really strengthen and straighten and stretch that muscle. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then the arms come shoulder height. And I'm twisting to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale and come forward. And then just press yourself into the back of your chair. So deceptively simple poses today. They all looked simple. They all, are really use your body. Oh, that's good. And closing your eyes. Just have 3 really deep inhales. So inhale and exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Through the mouth, exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Just take a moment here with your eyes closed. Congratulate yourself for doing some work, stretching that body, taking care of yourself. Slowly open the eyes. And thank you for joining me today. Please subscribe and press the bell icon. Have a wonderful week. May your inner light shine for all to see. Namaste.